Alrighty, it's been a hot minute, but welcome back to GT4. So, not much to say here. Bob got to a higher skill level than he had before, even under my old file. So, obviously I'm still not caught back up completely to where I was, but whatever, I'm getting there. Next time I stream this, I will be caught back up to where I was, and we will finish the game, finally. Unless I get fucked again. If that happens, then yeah, you're probably not seeing the end of this stream. Or the end of this series. Anyway, we're gonna save. Okay. Hey, Gabriel. So, we're going to be doing the other Sarthe. And I'm only changing my oil because I forget if I did that, like, recently. I don't think I actually drove this car since the other 24-hour Le Mans, but I'm doing it anyway. So, it's not going to be a long stream. This is only going to be long enough for me to lap everybody, and long enough to establish that Bob can do entire what's the word I'm looking for? Entire cycles and still gain ground. What have I done in the game since last stream? I finished a lot of dealership races. Again, I did all the Japanese events. I did all of the professional events. Bob handled the World Championship easily because he was in the F1 car. Obviously, I did all the beginner events. I did all the American events. And I did all of the European events. Although I forget how much of that I did before last stream. But certainly nothing new. So, Le Mans 2. I may reset until I get the Ford as a potential opponent. Because I know that can spawn, and I'm curious how many times it gets lapped. Because it is a terrible, terrible car. Actually, I think I will, but first, before I do that, let me adjust a little bit. Adjust transmission to that. Why I posted part 22 of BK. More or less because of, hold on a second here. Because of, more or less because of negative attention it got for no reason. I will do that sometimes. Okay, cool. The Ford GT40 is here. Also, I don't know if you've noticed, but apparently I didn't record the solution to that one puzzle. But obviously I'm not doing that again. Not bothered to find the eggs. No, I didn't bother with that. Like, after the puzzles and trying to punch in the codes, I'd kind of had enough. If I ever replay the game on stream, I will find the eggs on stream. But that is if I elect to play the game again. Is this the Sauber? I think it is. I'm having a really hard time keeping this thing straight. There we go. Get 100 jiggies jumble. Mumbo will say after credits about the island and TTC. Oh, Treasure Trove Cove. The Key and Freezy Peak and the Egg and Gobi Valley. Ah, okay. Because, like, obviously you saw that in the previous segment, you saw that for absolutely no reason, that version glitched out on me and didn't give me the 100th jiggy. Apparently that's just a bug that can happen. Specifically with the Jinjos and Click Clock Wood. But only in the 360 version. Okay, come on. There we go. So here, obviously the Sauber is going to be a threat. I assume that's what that is, able to effortlessly keep pace with me. Oh my god. I may have to fight dirty to keep ahead of that. It might be we might actually be here a while then, if we're gonna be here long enough to lap everyone. Friday will I upload? Yes, I will start uploading the no damage segments. I do need to do some editing though, because I will edit out all the failed attempts, i.e. when I get hit and choose to reload from checkpoint. Do I think Banjo-Kazooie is a good replay mode? I assume you mean replay value. Yeah, I could see it having very good replay value. But it's not something I would make a thing I do regularly or semi-regularly. Oh my god. Okay, we're good, we're good. Oh, fuck. Come on, get on the road! Yeah, I cannot stay on the road well at this speed. Bob can do this much better than me, I have to admit. Nice. I may have to go for a softer tire compound once I make a pit, just to have better control over this crap, if I'm using racing hard. Here I'm actually holding R2 and up gearing at the best time possible. Banjo-Tooie, they use that puzzle thing to open all levels. Oh, it was like an extra or cheat? Start easy, but the later levels are harder. If only that was available on the Xbox Live Arcade before it was shut down for the 360. Do you have a super strict time limit, like Bottles Puzzles, though? Because that's the reason it's hard, at least to me. Although I did look, and people also had problems with it. Okay, there we go. Don't need to use the jiggies and the paintings anymore. Ah, okay. Apparently Banjo-Tooie is available on Switch. Not that I would know, since I don't own one myself. My wife does, but I don't. I have no interest in getting one. Yeah, I played Core 7 and Night of Doom. I collected 1 star so far. It's the 3rd one I got. Which, of course, I I think it's called Switch Star or something. But I certainly didn't use a switch. I used the flying technique the flying skip that you showed me. Like, even the sign at the start is like, you didn't collect both of those, did you? Or whatever it says. So Brodude 100% knew you could do that. Oh my god, get off the sand. There we go. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, I will look at course 7 some more once I'm done here. I think win F1 races with the Sauber. I'm almost certain that I can. If the Sauber's performance here is indicative of anything, then I can definitely win it. And remember, I showed you that one video of gaming definition beating everything with the Toyota GT1. So unless the Sauber is just not that maneuverable compared to the Toyota GT1, then yeah, I can definitely win the F1 races with it. It certainly has a speed advantage over them. And we know Fuji has that one massive straightaway, even though it is the 2005 version, i.e. not the version with the cut. That was a very shitty shortcut execution. And I can almost guarantee, actually I do guarantee, not almost guarantee, but I guarantee this car I'm gaining ground on and am about to pass is going to be the GT40. If I remember, I'll have to record the last few bits of the race just to see how many laps I overtake him at with. It's going to be quite a few. My God, I cannot control F1s, or I cannot control race cars when they get fast. And I think it's time to make a pit stop. Hi there, GT40. Farewell. This is your penance for being an illegal car in that one race in GT2. Where you're limited to 295 horsepower and it can appear even though it has 340 plus. Yeah, it is hard to maintain control there, at least with a good speed. Alright, let's go in here. Okay, so racing hard, racing medium. Let's do racing medium and racing super soft while I'm driving. This should help with maintaining grip. Obviously, Bob will be doing something different. Oh, fuck. I ended on 6-7 again. I'm not a fan of the fact that the Sauber has not made a pit stop yet. So even fresh, I'm finding it much easier to maintain control. Sauber takes between 7 to 8 laps to pit. Okay. I'm guessing he has racing hard tires. And I do know the AI pretty much only makes pit stops. I use Pescarolo in both Le Mans. Oh, to outpace it. I mean, that's fair. Anyway, as I was saying, I could tell even with fresh tires that the grip on these are much better. Otherwise, it's impossible to do this B-spec. Wait, is it? Ooh, that might suck if that's the case. I mean, obviously, I'm not doing entirely B-spec, but I'll have to keep that in mind for my B-spec only run if I do it. Also, I got almost a sub 3-minute lap somewhere. Come on, get off the... Okay, cool. That's fine. That's fine. Tried to do B-spec with other cars. Not possible, because your car will pit more than the Sauber. Yeah, at least 2 laps before. And over the course of 24 hours, yeah, that becomes a problem. Although I'm not sure how high your B-spec points were. like, as you saw at the start of this, it was at 8,400. I feel like this would be easier with a wheel. Not that I'm purchasing a wheel for this game, but be easier than just like tapping one button on the D-pad. Okay. But I do remember that Bob could do... Oh my god. Bob can do like 7 laps or so before needing to pit due to tire wear. And also, Bob doesn't have to worry about losing control of the car. Holy Christ, I can't control this. What the fuck? Come on, god damn it! Why can't I control this shit? I touch one little thing and I fuck up and die. And at least the Sauber's about to make a pit stop, I think. That was a half-decent lap, too. Jesus Christ, dude. Why can't I control this at all? Get on the goddamn road again. Apparently, I just cannot drive fucking fast at all, or else that happens. Finish with 6,100. Ah, okay. That is definitely lower. That is definitely lower. I'm just driving slow whenever there's any fucking turn. Still no pit stop, huh? This will be a dogfight then, for sure. I kind of hope this is one of those instances where Bob just is better than me. Like in Nürburgring. We will see. We will see how many... Like... Can I do one more lap without needing to pit? Signs are pointing to no, actually. So that's unacceptable. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to chance another lap. So I need to go back to the harder compound, for sure. Because I cannot be... Like, I cannot beat the Sauber if I'm going to be making pit stops every 3 laps. Oh yeah, I definitely need to make a pit stop. Ain't no way I can drive on beat red tires. Alright, get in there. Racing, we'll do super hard and medium. And get a little bit of fuel. Okay, so Sauber makes a pit stop every 8 laps. Like you said. Come on. Okay. Also, I gained fuel there, which I don't want to do. I want my fuel to be as empty as possible. Gonna, yeah, take it slower on the turns. Eight laps is too much. What, for the Sauber to be pitting? Yeah, it is a lot. Though the 787B did overtake him. Is it just me or the AI? Is the AI, like, super, super good for this version of the Sarthe compared to the other one? Because I do not remember the other one having AI nearly this strong. Now, granted, some of this is my own doing, because I have difficulty controlling this on this goddamn straight. But still, I feel like the AI is cranked up quite a bit compared to the other one. I'm hoping that other 787 pits soon. Alright, let's take the shortcut. I wonder if doing that is legal in the actual event. If you know, feel free to tell me. Something tells me... Okay, thank God it's making a pit stop. Anyway, I guess the AI just only makes pit stops. I guess the AI only makes pit stops when it's out of fuel. I assume making shortcuts like that is just illegal. Although then again, you are more likely to spin the fuck out and crash your car. So I guess you wouldn't be doing that anyway. Like, obviously in this game, I can just hit the wall and it doesn't matter. Such is not, but that is definitely not something you can do IRL. Oh god, don't go off into the sand. It's illegal if you do this in GT7, you get a penalty. I've seen GT7. I've seen vids of people getting penalties for taking a turn a little too much outside the racetrack. And it is illegal to take shortcuts like that. Okay. I had a feeling it would be. Because then everyone would try doing it. And I know it's frowned upon in the community to do that. In the GT community. Which makes sense. And like, I tried racing fair. Well, not for this, but overall, I do try racing fair because of that. But there are obviously instances where I don't bother trying to play nice. Obviously the big example in this game being Mission 34. God damn it. Get in there. What section will be the hardest to do hitless in RE4? I may have already gotten past the worst of it. Like, the Gauntleted 1-2 took like 10 to 12 tries. But I have better weapons now. I did the water room. Wait, you said... Okay, RE4. I thought for a moment you said RE4R. I'm not doing that safe, hitless. Because Remake loves to fuck you over. Like, Carsey proved... Like, Carsey showed his pain of trying to do it hitless. But, like... This might surprise you, but the Novistador cave I actually don't think will be terrible. Reason being is because, like, if you do it really slow, i.e. you kill every single Novistador in the cave, if you kill every single Novistador in the cave, then they won't swarm you much. And also, if you hit them while they're flying with anything, even a knife, I think, then they instantly perish. Which is what I got confused about when mentioning, oh, if you throw a flashbang, you instantly kill them. No, it's only when you knock them down while flying. Although, speaking of them, that one section in 4-1 might be a problem. The one where Ashley gets abducted by the Novi. Because in my practice run, that took quite a few attempts. Verdugo will be easy as shit. Just freeze them and blow them up the rocket launcher. Double El Gigante, I will skip. Either I'll skip or blow them up. Whichever. Another potentially terrible section would be the elevator leading up to Salazar. And just the entirety of Krauser. Elevator. Yeah, I could see it being troublesome. Although, the Striker does have some pretty good knockback on it. So at least you can knock the dudes off the elevator. And before you ask, yes, I plan to do Dittman. This is not a glitchless. This is not a glitchless no damage run. And before you ask, is no merchant no damage possible? Yes, it is. You should, if you haven't already, I suggest you check out Aether's channel, which I assume he still goes by that. Aether, I think is how you spell it. That person does a bunch of insane no damage type challenges with survival horror games. And a quick spoiler, I will use the broken butterfly after, like, once I get it in 4-1, I'll use the broken butterfly. Since when you fully upgrade that, it does have a damage of 50, which is really high. Oh fuck, I tried full sending to get sub 3 and it failed massively. Oh well. I do also plan to do separate ways, no damage afterwards. Not sure about assignment Ada, since that one is really short. need to slow down. Maintain control. Simon Ada, if you die, restart from the beginning. Oh, that's what I plan on doing. Because, again, it is so short. Also, speedrunners can do it in, like, 8 minutes. Actually, I think that's the idea. I would probably just want to speedrun it. And then you only have to defeat Krauser at the end. I think? Actually, I don't know. Do you know if you have to defeat Krauser at the end, or can you just run up the elevator and be like, LOL, no? I'm pretty sure you do have to beat him. And that is something I can test. Dude, turn. Okay, you do need to defeat Krauser. Okay, as I thought. Also, I took that turn way too fast. That was just poor performance on my part. Most, I can do one more lap. Actually, can I do... I think I can do one more lap before the gas runs out. But I cannot do any more than that. That's better. Yeah, I definitely need to, God damn. Okay, I really probably should just stop taking this shortcut altogether, since I obviously can't do it quickly. I think I will do one more cycle after I pit, and then we'll let Bob take over and see how he can do. Think collect necessary ammo to use the submachine gun in New Game Plus. I don't. You mean the TMP? I don't use the TMP anymore, just ever. Like, there's very few instances where that's actually useful. I know old me used to do it to take advantage of all ammo, but, like, having that is just actively detrimental. Like, you'd rather have the handgun, shotgun, magnum ammo drops. And rifle. Don't forget rifle. The Novi Cave is an area where it'd be good to have the submachine gun. Now, speaking of other weapons, you asked if the shotgun exclusive is good. It's alright. Like, the effective range is better, for sure, but I'd rather have the riot gun for the vastly superior damage. And also the fact that it's just a better shotgun all around. Just like in Remake. To quote David in RE3, which is the dude who writes the memo in the police station, it can blow many a ganado to fertilizer. I do need to do a shotgun-only run of that. Even though I already did one a while back. Like, it's actually not that hard to do in New Game. Especially if you don't kill Nemesis every time, which I do not recommend. Unless you have infinite ammo. And even then, it's, not really something I would do. In your opinion, what RE game is the best replay? Not including New Game Plus. RE 3 or 4, depending on what you're in the mood for, and without infinite ammo. Oh, actually, I'm gonna refuel for a while there. Anyway, I'd say RE3 or 4, because there's a lot of challenge conditions you can do with those two games that you can't... I mean, you can do challenge conditions on other Resident Evils, obviously, but 3 and 4 to me have the best replay value. 3 because of the ammo crafting you can do, or if you want to just say, fuck the gunpowder and not craft, you can do that too. I have a few streams on the channel where I do the game any percent, but without collecting any gunpowder. Not including the knife-only runs that I've done of RE3. And RE4 has the replay value of not every enemy is the same. Like, some enemies might be a plaga, sometimes they might not be. And with normal difficulty, having the adaptive difficulty that goes up and down, your experience between challenges might not be the same. Actually, they almost certainly won't be the same. Yeah, I really can't. I really need to slow down in this part. What am I going to stream next week? If I get to practicing RE2 shotgun with Leon A, I will do that. I may as well start my shotgun streams, but I do need to get into the practice of RE2 specifically. I don't think I need to practice the other games that I mentioned. Like, RE3 won't be that bad. Oh, do you want me to do Leon B as well? Leon B, shotgun only? Because if you want me to do that, I will. GoldenEye won't need practice, because I'll have a bunch of ammo for that. Perfect Dark I won't need to practice, I don't think, because I'll have a bunch of ammo for that as well. Actually, Attack Ship might be easier. Since you don't have the brutal start. Okay, you want both Leon A and B. Okay, cool deal. But I do need to practice the ammo conservation then. Like, I'll practice with the infinite ammo code just to see how many bullets it takes. Like, how many bullets I need to defeat the game. And then see how... And also see how many shotgun shells I can pick up. Because I feel that will be an issue. Also, fuck you. Leon A, easy with shotgun only. I don't see it being super difficult. Like, the handgun only of that... Or, the handgun only of Claire A, Leon... Or, Leon A, Claire B, actually. That I did years ago was actually really simple. For whatever reason, the mutated liquors in, the mutated liquors in the facility only take, like, 9 handgun bullets to kill. Don't ask me why. It makes absolutely no sense. War is easier, shotgun only. Oh, God. Oh, I wish you hadn't reminded me of that level's existence. Potentially. Although, I don't know. Because, like you said, that level's fucking awful. It is stupid. Oh, I don't think I mentioned this, but Last time I played Perfect Dark, I was playing around with the Perfect Dark mode, like the 007 mode where you can adjust enemy stats. I adjusted the damage to 10% to see if melee attacks still one-hit KO you. They don't, but they still do a notable amount of damage. I think it's like 20 to 25% HP. But I actually feel that level would be way harder now that I think about it, because you can farm the infinite respawning Mayans to get a bunch of Callisto ammo. I need to slow the goddamn fuck down because I can't maintain control on this straight ever. Infiltration is probably harder. Oh. I don't know about harder, but it'll certainly be challenging, because you can't just snipe well, unless you get lucky. I don't think you can snipe enemies from across the, like, outside their radius, their detection radius. God damn, I hate this. Get on the road. I have to brake like a mile in advance. Scatter ruins would be harder without the Phoenix, basically. I don't think. Actually, I think the harder part would be not having the Slayer / Devastator to kill the Scatter army in suspended animation. Unless the shotgun has piercing, which I don't think it does. Too bad I don't have the Moonraker laser for war. I say that because of Grasslew's recent stream, where he played GoldenEye, but every normal enemy is replaced by the Mayans from Perfect Dark. And all of the stats are increased in that mod. I'm sure you've seen at least part of that. I saw up to Silo when he was streaming it. Come on, brake, god damn it. Invisible enemies in G5, not harder shotgun. No. No, because they'll still go to the spots where they're coded to always run to. And also, if you pay close enough attention, you can see their outline. Like, if you memorize exactly where they go, you can still spawn camp them. Slow the goddamn fuck down. Speaking of brakes, the Celine, like I did the Celine S7 event and the supercar tournament, whatever it's called. The one where you have to use production vehicles and use vehicles over 500 horsepower. The Celine S7 has some terrible fucking brakes. Holy shit. Like, even at the slowest setting, Bob kept getting stuck at in New York. Because he would keep hitting the wall. So I got pissed and did it myself. And even I had to brake really early in advance to stop that from happening. And yes, I had full upgrades. I have the cartridge to possibly use infinite shotgun. Would I try? Yeah, I would. World is not enough too. Yeah, I definitely would try that as well. At least we'll use the Pagani in the Supercar Festival. That is perfectly fair. I mean, it's fast, but that's all it has going for it. And it's not like, let's say, like, this is not like Star Wars Racer, where you can overcome that if a vehicle has worse stats, but good speed. Yeah, you can't really just drift around. just enough to make that, and we go. Holy shit, this car can really coast. Okay, that's what I should have been doing the whole time. I should have just coasted down the hill. Like, I did not hit the gas at all during half of that. Brake like 7.5 miles in advance, or else I go into the sand. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, I'll do one more lap, and then we'll let Bob take over. I'm curious what he can do, because he, like as mentioned, he doesn't have to worry about losing control of the car. Hopefully, with whatever speed setting I set him to, he can still outpace the Sauber, at least by a little bit. And we know that the AIs are not affected by tire wear, and such. Bob is not going to be anywhere, like, the tire wear will not be a problem for Bob. Oh yeah, I did 1,000 miles. Like, I showed that off at the very start of the stream. I did all the European events. I just used the Mercury Cougar again, because it's too good. I slowed down there just to get more centered on the road. The car coasts downhill. And I braked way too late. Not touch RE2R yet. For... Oh, you mean RDR2. I thought you meant RE2R. But, yeah, I haven't touched it yet. I will not play off screen. I want everything to be as much of a first, like a surprise as possible. Though I do know that it's a... God damn it, car. Why do you do this to me? I do know it's a prequel to the first game. Oh my god. Get in there, Bob. With how bad I'm doing with some of these fucking turns, there's no way Bob can be worse than me. And let's do racing hard. Show me what you can do, Bob. And then we'll watch Bob do a few laps. And I think we will fully refuel, because that was quite a bit of fuel I used in that cycle. Alright. What can you do at steady? We will watch Bob actually do the lap. Although I swear if you go to the race monitor, which is okay, which is this, he does worse. Okay, I'm gonna speed this part up, though, because, like, Bob can absolutely do the straight. Okay, now we'll watch him. And for whatever reason, Bob doesn't like to push 100% on the straight, but like, I guess that's to maintain control. Which we all know I fail at that. What car did I just pass? The Peugeot, I guess. If that's how you pronounce that. Okay, so... Let's see. How does Bob take this? Better than I do, that's for sure. Thank God the AI aren't this good. Otherwise, I'd be dead. There's nothing there wouldn't be much I can do about that other than getting good. Okay, so 349. Ooh, that might be a problem. It might be a problem because I don't think that's going to outpace the Sauber. So I might have to actually race part of the time. Alright, we'll go to ×3 speed. I'm curious if... Yeah, let's see how fast Bob goes. So, Sauber... Wait, how have you not pitted yet? Oh, you're on lap 24. Never mind. You should make a pit stop now. And the Ford spun out. Bob gets worse if you change the race monitor. He might not actually get worse, but it certainly... Okay, some to overtake. It certainly does seem like Bob gets worse when I'm not watching him. That's probably just a placebo, but it certainly does seem like he gets worse when you're not looking at him. Okay, so Bob can do this at steady. I'm gonna up him to fast. This might be a problem, but we'll see. We will see. Oh. I think Bob may have lost control there. Although his ability to pass vehicles is always kind of terrible. So, let's see how he handles this at fast. Can I do this at fast? Nope. Absolutely not. Okay. That's what I was afraid of. Wait, they're remaking OOT? Or do you mean the 3DS remake? Because if you're talking about the 3DS one, I did see that. I mean, that's been around for a while. But if you're not talking about the 3DS remake, then that I'm piqued. My curiosity is piqued because I didn't hear about that. And I didn't see anything of it. Now, how many laps can Bob do without making a pit stop? Because if he can go all the way to... If he can go all the way to needing fuel before he makes a pit stop, then we got something good going on here. And I will test with slightly better tires to see how well he does. Because if Bob can shave off 3 seconds with better tires, whilst also not pitting a whole bunch more, that would be a better play. Oh, the Sauber spun out. Rumors for Switch 2. Don't know if they can release soon. Okay, that I didn't know. If Blue Hedgehog Man is still streaming, like, I'll hop in his Majora's Mask stream and ask about it. 'Cause he would know that better than I would, for sure. So, other than the Sauber making a mistake, it does seem like Bob can outpace the thing, barely. So obviously, if I wanted to do this, like, properly, I would micro. Like, I would switch between fast and steady constantly, but, like, I don't want to do that. If I'm going to do that, I may as well just play the race myself. God, imagine trying to get 200 A-spec points on this. Oh my god. That is not something I would want to do. Because I would have to race the full 24 hours. And also, I can't imagine that I could use anything particularly good for 200 points. We'll do a Mayan SOS and G5 intended. I'll try to do G5 intended because it'd be fun to blow people away with the shotgun. I will do Mayan SOS and Mr. Blonde's Revenge for sure, though. Although MBR, I'll probably still cheese the ground floor section by cloaking, by using the cloak, throwing the bomb in, and then getting on the elevator to get the hell out of there. Because if you think I'm gonna fight through all of those, guards, you're mistaken. So, here we can see that Bob went all the way. Like, all the way to empty fuel. So, and his tires still have a little bit of juice left in them, so let's do medium hard and see if the tires wear out. And how fast he can go. Like, if he can go 3 seconds faster, or 4 seconds faster with these tires, but only have to make a pit stop every 7 laps, then that would be better. And I'm not pressing X. Funny thing, on the other Le Mans, I accidentally pressed X before any fuel got in the car. And I ran out of gas. So Bob is traveling at 50 miles an hour for like half a lap. It was pretty terrible. So I saw Bob was doing laps of about 3:10-ish. This previous lap doesn't count, nor does this lap, because both of them involve pitting. And if it's not obvious, I'll be ending the stream pretty soon. Because, like, there's no reason to keep this going for another 15 to 20 minutes. Just to meet a streaming quota, which I'm not getting paid for. And trust me, my content does not deserve to be paid for by any means. 310. Okay, so that's about the same, it looks like. Alright, let's up him to fast. Can he do turns on fast? Actually, no, let's keep him at steady for one more lap. See if he gets any better. If not, I'll try fast. If he still spins out at that one S curve at the start of the lap, then we can't do it. And if I get the tires to be any better, then he'll be making too many pit stops. Yeah. .309, okay. So that's not really an improvement. We'll go up to fast, and let's see what Bob can do. Oh, Bob made that on fast. We're, oh, and by the way, we're 2 hours in, and we've already lapped the Ford GT40. I'm going to say we're going to lap them 7 times before this lap is over. So 7 times 12, that's 84 laps. I'm doing the math because, you know, 24 divided by 2 is 12. Even though we're not quite at the 2 hour mark yet in the race. Okay. Bob, can you do this on fast? Holy shit, he can, I think. Can you overtake? Holy shit, he can. What an absolute goat. What an absolute legend Bob is. Holy shit. .307. Okay. Can you do this now? Okay, so he does go into the sand a little bit. I have a feeling that if I set him to push, he'll go too fast and spin out. But I'm gonna try it. Will I kill the use the shotgun to kill Sarthe? Yes, I will. Although, or I'll try anyway. Do you remember what Grassloo did in his shotgun fun run? Like, did he use the Moonraker laser? Or not the laser, but the golden gun? Or did he use the shotgun to kill Sarthe? 'Cause it's been so long. Oh. I think Bob spun a little bit there. Anyway, it's been so long since he did that I forget what he did. Okay, he makes that really well on push. Alright, I don't think Bob can do... Yeah, I don't think Bob can do this turn on push. And also the front tires are starting to wear out a little bit. Yep. Yep, he definitely spun the hell out. Okay. Alright, so Bob can't do that. Also, as we see, the tires are starting to wear out. I will try one more. Actually, will I try one more configuration with the tires, or is this just going to be it? I forget if I have racing. Okay, I do have racing medium and racing hard. Alright, then. But we make pit stops every 6 laps. Okay. Next GT4 be the longest extreme events? Yeah, it'll be the extreme events. Or at least some of them. I plan on doing, like, one of the miscellaneous other extreme events and the Dream Car Championship. Alright, so Bob makes too many pit stops with medium, hard medium, so we're going, or medium hard, so we're going back to hard, super hard. So, this will be basically automated, I believe. He can do this on fast, right? Yes, he can. He can't do it on push. So, what do we have left? We have, like, the sports car lounge, whatever that's called. That 1-8 race tournament, whatever that's called. Dream Car Championship. There's one more in there. Oh, the All Japan Championship. The Polyphony Cup, where I have to use production. Do I have to use production vehicles for that, or just standard or sports tires? I forget which. I think it is production vehicles only and standard sports tires. I'll have a quick look at that to see what competition we're against. And if we're against touring cars, I'm not going to bother even trying to use the truck to get 200 points. Production. Okay. And you use the McLaren. That's a good choice. I will use the McLaren also. Hey, a gravestone. You came in just as I'm about to wrap this up, because the rest of this race is just going to be B-Spec mode, which is just going to be essentially this screen. And then, obviously, the F1 tournament. So, with this with 8,400 points, I do think it's possible to do this entirely B-Spec. Because Bob can outpace the Sauber. Alright, so on this note, I don't really have anything else to add. It's just going to be the better part of like 7 or 8 hours of this, which nobody wants to see 7 or 8 hours of this screen. So, let's let Bob wrap up his race. You're making Baldock Ramen. Oh, that sounds good, actually. Or you go back to your room to play the game. Started Monday after finishing The Sopranos. What, the game or the TV series? Well, I do know there's at least one game about that, Sopranos. But I don't know if it's any good or not. The game. Road respect. It's good for you. Good in your opinion. Alright, well, as long as you enjoy it, that's obviously the important thing. So. Alright. So, on this note, I have nothing else to add, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you guys when I get done redoing everything that I need to do for 100%. And then next time we'll start the extreme events, so see you then. Farewell.